Greetings, Earthlings et al. I've been searching for a project which accurately, nay, brutally, summed up every phase of my life, which recently collided into one progressively more dehydrated train wreck. Nesting phase, check. Nostalgia for my youth, check. Sleeping more, yet conversely having bouts of insomnia where I spend 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. anguishing over a slightly less than politically correct comment I may or may not have made 22 years ago, check. I mean, thank God making a throw pillow is cheaper than therapy. I wasn't sure what size to make it. The rules design bloggers have set out is that for a 16-inch insert, the cover should be 14 inches. For an 18-inch insert, the cover should be 16. Confused and afraid of one of the interior designers calling the cops on me, which, if you know, you know, they would, I decided to make this one for this baby pillow insert I already had, which measured 13 inches. For material, I wanted to use up some scrap muslin I have. So I measured a 14 by 14 inch square because I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I also cut pieces for the back to 14 by 18 inch to account for the flaps. I'm taking back the term back flaps. The design is a concept I have for a series I have called the Bereaved Collection. I start with a backdrop of an embroidered grid pattern with subsequent layers of textures. I'm going to measure out the midpoint and make the lines a 1/2 inch apart before I embroider those lines with extra thick thread. This actually takes a while, so I'll be back. This will create at least a bit of tension inward, so I'm going to be pressing everything pretty much between every step to keep it as precise as possible, but muslin is a real pain in the keister to keep unwrinkled, so no matter what, I may need to starch this thing. I'm going to use black tulle for the first layer. I made these circle templates to make it easier to visualize a composition and cut out with slightly more precision. I find it really hard to get the edges perfect. I feel more confident securing this with both some acrylic medium and stitches because tulle can be more slippery than the morals of a human rights lawyer. Breaking into my bag of tricks, aka scrap tote, I'm looking for bits and bobs that give me the Victorian waif vibes. Some pieces will be hand sewn, others I'll secure by machine with a longer stitch length for extra visual texture. These images are transfers. I can show you that in another video if you're interested. Now I will construct the full case. I've already made this piping with thick cotton blend yarn and pre-made bias tape. I'll pin it to the front of the case and base stitch it so it won't flail in the breeze like my eyelids whenever I wear fake lashes. Finally, after hemming the raw edges of the back flaps and top stitching them in place, I'll align them with a slight overlap and then pin or clip in place. I'm not sure which directions the flaps are supposed to go, which is what he said, but I'm gonna go with this. Thank you for your time today. Did this project turn out perfect? No, of course not, but it was really fun trauma dumping on you. I'm gonna put this thing on my Depop linked below if you're interested in this or any other of my wares. Consider subscribing and or giving me any suggestions for other projects. Take care.